What's up guys, David here, and in this quick video I'm going to show you how to SIM unlock the iPhone 7. It's worth noting that this method also works for the iPhone 7 Plus and pretty much any other iPhone out there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is turn off Find My iPhone, which you can do by going into the settings, then iCloud, then Find My iPhone, and then flip the switch to the off position. Once you've done that, go back to the home screen and open up the dialer and dial *#06# to bring up your iPhone's IMEI number. Write this number down and make sure that you get it right, as you're gonna need it later. The next step is to get the unique unlock code that your phone needs from an unlocking service. And soon enough, you'll get an email that looks something like this, telling you that your iPhone 7 has been unlocked. And from here, all you have to do is enter in an unaccepted SIM card. So basically, any SIM card that isn't from the carrier your phone is locked to. So in my case, since the phone is locked to AT&T, I'll enter in a T-Mobile SIM card, and then all you have to do is connect the phone to Wi-Fi. And that's it, your iPhone will be officially unlocked.
iPhone 6 look familiar? Apple's 2014 redesign and the first iPhone to feature a larger 4.7-inch display. With this newer, more sleek design that was carried over with slight tweaks to the iPhone 7, does the iPhone 6 earn your money in 2017 as a lower price option? Let's find out in this Should I Buy an iPhone 6 in 2017 video. Let's go. So let's begin with the key specs of the iPhone 6. 4.7-inch Retina display that's 1334 by 750 or 326 pixels per inch, an 8-megapixel 1080p camera, 1 gigabyte of RAM with an Apple A8 CPU, and an 1810 milliamp hour battery. So how does that all translate to the real world? Well, the iPhone 6 in 2017 performs pretty well. I wouldn't say it's blazing fast, but it's definitely faster than a lot of budget Android phones in the same price point. Now, you do get Apple's iOS 10.2.1, and you could run all of the latest applications here. And using this in an iPhone 7, for example, you're not going to notice too much of a difference in day-to-day life. So respectable performance in 2017. Now, that display is a Retina display, 326 pixels per inch, and it's plenty sharp, and actually it's a little bit cooler temperature than the 7, but it's actually the same exact resolution, the same sharpness, and you're not going to notice hardly any difference. So the display is still a win here in 2017. Now, build quality with this 6000 series aluminum has received a lot of flack in the past for its bend gate, and it's just its durability issues. And I find the iPhone 6 not to feel quite as durable as the newer iPhones, and it doesn't even feel quite as durable as the iPhone 5S. There's a little gap between the display and the body, and it doesn't feel nothing like the 7000 series aluminum on the 6S Plus. So build quality, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's pretty strong overall. It's respectable, but it's not, amazing build quality on the 6, and that's where they really improved on the 6S and the 7. So build quality is decent on the iPhone 6. Now, price is one area where the iPhone 6 is a bargain right now. You can find most of these under $300, and you can find a lot of SEs at the same price, but if you want a larger iPhone at an affordable price point, the iPhone 6 has came way down in the price point. Now, the iPhone 6's battery life is hit or miss in my experience. Using the iPhone 6, you're going to notice that you will get through a day if you're a light user. If you're a heavy user, you're probably gonna have to put this on charge by about 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. in the daytime, or you could say the evening time. But overall, battery life is okay. If you use it heavily, like camera, video, and things like that, be having a charger around you. It's only an 1810 milliamp hour, and camera is going to be the real drainer here for the battery life on the iPhone 6, as well as GPS and location. But speaking of that camera is pretty strong still here in 2017. It's an 8 megapixel. Yes, it's not competing with all the latest Androids and the latest iPhones, but you can still create some great content here with the iPhone 6, and I don't think anybody would be bashing you because you have an 8 megapixel camera. Nobody would even notice a difference, and it does shoot in at 1080p at 60 FPS, which was new to the iPhone 6, and that's pretty smooth video. That means that you're gonna have very smooth frame rates when watching someone's content who's shot on an iPhone 6. Just make sure you get your lighting right, and you also have 240 FPS slow-mo, so great slow-mo here on the iPhone 6. Now, in terms of that camera, you can also shoot with that volume button up on the top side or the left side of the device, so that's pretty cool stuff. But let's take a look at these samples here now. So here is a video sample of the iPhone 6 video recording on the rear. This is coming directly from the iPhone 6's audio source as well as the camera. You see it came out of focus when you get close due to its aperture, but it did come back into focus here. So you guys go ahead and judge what you think of the camera quality of the iPhone 6 here based on this sample. So in terms of portability and pocketability, this is where the iPhone 6 shines pretty well. It's not a tiny phone, but it's not a huge phone like the iPhone 6s Plus or the Plus variants of iPhone. You can see it'll slip right into most people's pockets, whereas if you bought the Plus model of this device, it will not slip in very easily and will take up a big chunk of space. So portability is pretty strong here on the iPhone 6. Not better than the SE, but it's pretty strong. Now, in terms of that fingerprint scanner, this is a first generation Touch ID scanner, and it's pretty respectably quick. I wouldn't say it's blazing fast, but it works every time, and it's one of the better fingerprint scanners in the industry. Now, you're always going to get software updates on the iPhone 6 for at least the next couple of years. I would say at least 2 to 3 more years on the software updates, and we will be covering all those updates on the channel. So if you're getting an iPhone 6, subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated on your iPhone 6. So should I buy an iPhone 6 in 2017? This is a question I asked myself, and you might be asking yourself this as well. Well, with the modern design here on the iPhone 6 here, it's respectable performance here in 2017 that allows you to run all of the latest applications pretty much on your iPhone 6, and it performs pretty well. Decent multitasking, you can get things done here, and also a camera that can create some solid content here in 2017. And if you know what you're doing with this camera, most people will not be able to tell you're using an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 6. Guaranteed updates for at least a couple more years. The iPhone 6 is a recommend if you are on a budget and you do not want the smaller iPhone SE. So that's pretty much my assessment. If you don't want the SE, you want a bigger iPhone on a budget, get the iPhone 6. You will not be disappointed. Now, that pretty much wraps this video up. If you enjoyed it, click the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. This was Nick here helping to master your technology. I will catch you all in the next one. Be sure to be well, and peace.